What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building, plus you wait all offseason to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Şengün in at the center position. Shot clock at 2, and here's Van Vliet from the arc. Detroit with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. Pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Şengün. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And that one's good. Green.
And it's encouraging to watch Green knock down the triple. Needs to keep doing this.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled. And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And that comes off the assist by Green.
A terrific response. Van Vliet not allowing the opposition to get the upper hand in that exchange.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Harris, a screen on Van Vliet. And it's Cunningham missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Green. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Harris finds Duren. Back to Harris. Cunningham with the ball. He's coming off a 25-point game against Atlanta.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Now Van Vliet, coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And it's Brooks missing. The Pistons trailing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. We talked about Fred Van Vliet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And just as tough as they come, Dillon Brooks battling for 2 points.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So for the Rockets, Eason comes in for Brooks. And it's Amin Thompson in for Van Vliet. Now here's Beasley. Here's Cunningham. Back to Beasley. And here's Cunningham. 19-footer. Count that one. Cunningham's got this second bucket.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Releases. The rebound by Detroit.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Harris. 11 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Here's Cunningham. They trail by 1. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For the Pistons, Portis comes in for Thompson. And Hardaway is subbed in for Beasley. Green's checked in for the Rockets. Van Vliet comes in for Green. Now here's Van Vliet. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
Ready to play rough inside. Van Vliet navigates the contact.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Van Vliet scanning the floor. From deep. It's hauled in by Portis. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 3. Portis with a screen on Van Vliet. Cunningham finds Portis. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Adams a screen. No good with the triple. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Rockets on top. They lead by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Tim Hardaway is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then there's Cunningham. And it's Portis in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. The Rockets trail. Screen by Eason. Van Vliet left side. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. Green with a screen on Cunningham. The 3 from Thompson. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Now here's Green. Yet to see a basket. That one goes. Count it.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And the timeout called here by JB Bickerstaff. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Beasley comes in for Sasser. Dylan Brooks checked in for Houston. Here's Beasley. Stewart, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham takes the hit and puts it in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
BA, Fred Van Vliet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. So it's Detroit now, following the score by Houston. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game. And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Stewart outside. Out to Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Stewart, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Cunningham. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Cunningham's got 10. The Rockets have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Houston making some changes. Şengün checked in for Adams, and Jalen Green subbed in for Van Vliet. RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Quarter number 2 in around 3 minutes gone by. Outside Eason. With the drive. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Eason's got his second basket.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And that one's good. Stewart.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's Green missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 10. And it's Portis. That time on the assist by Cunningham. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Down low. Here's Brooks. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Stewart, a screen on Green. Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Eason. Here's Portis. Eason pulls it in. The Rockets have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant 1 there. Lots of contact on that play, and the officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. 1 more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. He does not get the second one. And some changes here for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Portis. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Stewart. Van Vliet's checked in for the Rockets. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Brooks missing. The Pistons trailing.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Cunningham. Shot goes. Cunningham with the grit.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Spins. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Knocks down the triple. Van Vliet's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You don't expect him to bust out the spin move, but that adds to the element of surprise.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Houston up 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
And now talking about this game, what a first half from Fred Van Vliet.
His selections is touch phenomenal. It's the kind of shooting night some people dream about, except for me. He's doing it in real life. You know what I mean, Ernie?
Yeah, I do. Efficient, effective, and making it look effortless.
Effortless.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, we're seeing a tremendous game from Fred Van Vliet.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So the Houston 5 right now. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. And it's Van Vliet in at point guard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Houston in the lead. Van Vliet outside. Şengün a screen on Cunningham. Van Vliet against Cunningham. With his first shot attempt. And it's off the back of the rim, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
Now here's Green. Oh, throw it down! Wow!
Such dynamic play from Green, drawing the contact and finding a way to beat it.
And Richard, the former 2nd overall pick in 2021, we all see the potential for Jalen Green.
When you see the physical ability combined with his shooting range, he's got a chance to be one of the top scorers in this league.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. Houston, 4th.
Last year, they had a very physical aspect of the game down. They were a very tough team to keep off the board.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred Van Vliet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Şengün. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's a 4-point Houston lead.
Defense puts Şengün to the test inside, but he stays cool and gets the shot to fall.
Cunningham with the ball, and it's Şengün picking him up. Harris against Van Vliet. Harris passes to Duren. Back to Harris. Out to Beasley. Fires the 3. And again, the Pistons missing.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Smith. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Harris passes to Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit. The Rockets have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Smith. And the shot goes in. Smith's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. Harris right side. Beasley for 3. He drops it from range. Beasley's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Rockets lead by 5. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And Detroit making a change here. Sasser's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Thompson, he's checked in for Brooks. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul of the game.
That was your Pistons hype squad. Put your hands together. 2 minutes remaining in the third.
Van Vliet finds Smith. Back to Van Vliet. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Harris on the wing. Covered by Smith. Beasley outside. Pass to Sasser. Harris a screen. Back to Beasley. Let's go with a 3. They get it back, controls the rebound and the putback.
You have to put a body on Durant. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Şengün throw it down.
Şengün with the athleticism. I see you, big fella.
Pass to Thompson. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Beasley for three. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Rockets. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. And Tari Eason subbed in for Green. Houston leading by 7. Van Vliet outside. Green, a screen. Shoots from the baseline. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Beasley outside. Three-pointer. Eason pulls it in.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Sasser with the ball. Here's the three. Oh, he drains the three, and he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Tari Eason. Detroit shooting their first free throw of the game here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's Houston. They lead by 6. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Stewart out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Marcus Sasser, and it's Cunningham in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Brooks. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A rugged defender and terror in transition. Brooks is more than happy to do it all himself.
Thompson against Cunningham. Hardaway from outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Eason's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson passes to Holiday. And here's Şengün. Back to Holiday. Launches it. It's hauled in by Portis. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Now here's Hardaway. Here's Sasser. And it's off from 3-point range. Brooks with it. And Sasser picks him up defensively. 3-pointer. Holiday knocks it down from distance. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And there's the call on Tari Eason. That'll be a second foul of the game. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Thompson. Cunningham, right side. Harris against Smith. Out to Beasley. 4 on the clock. For 3. Smith with the rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Out to the right wing. Brooks outside. Green for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Tipped. It's stolen by Green. Back comes Houston in transition. And there's Van Fleet on the assist by Brooks. And the Rockets lead by 12. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Houston.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Pass to Smith. Here's Şengün. Van Vliet outside. What a terrific move that is. Van Vliet's got 19 points.
A guy who shows up for his team night after night. Van Vliet, this man gets it done.
Harris misses. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That'll be a second foul of the game. Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
I like the contest from Harris, doing anything he can to alter that shot.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Rockets.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for Fred Van Vliet.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Here's Sasser. After the basket by Houston. Back to Hayward. Sasser outside. Pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. Over Adams. Portis' shot is off.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Now Thompson. There's 25 seconds left to play in the 4th. Tries a 10-footer. Off the window. It's good.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says